Hello there, and welcome back to Corey Loses, where today we are continuing our Fall of the Republic 1.3 preview playthrough as the CIS. In the last episode, we pushed through this little central corridor a little bit. We are going to be sending some help at Nimban for Yansu. Are we? Yes. They're going to be taking this Octara. And I was hoping to get some of the other infantry. Well, infantry or small droids.
Cruiser reporting.
But Mirai can now go for Cassell. And we have some of them coming out. Oops. We'll probably start focusing on the south a little bit more soon. Thank you, Paratrooper Dylan, for the 500 bits. Very appreciated. Glad you enjoy all the stuff. Alright, let's hard sell just missiles. A preview of the missile playthrough. I don't have enough other missiles. I guess you have missiles. Magic School Bus, you're missile enough for us. Oh shit. Auxilla, you're missile enough for us. Yeah, I should probably do more than just the missiles then. Okay, Mirai. Scary. Corvettes will live forever. I probably should have put that in on this side. And Unifex. Scrapbot. I know that one didn't go in. Thank you, West End Games. Diamonds. Recusants. Worst case, Ontario, and Blitz. Rubber Egg Clan is asking, is the Arc Hammer an option for Imperial Reign? You can probably safely expect that as long as the mod does not die a premature death, that we would get to the Arc Hammer being in there. For Imperial Reign, it's hard to promise any specific units or content for the first release beyond anything that's like super obvious and necessary, because that's going to be a mod that's like more based off of core gameplay stuff needing to change, and then probably just releasing it as soon as that stuff is set up, rather than needing to wait for any specific assets. But anything from the period would be fair game down the road at least, which doesn't mean like it's definitely wouldn't have the Arc Hammer in the first release, because it's really just a matter of when an artist wants to make it. Just that I wouldn't necessarily make the call to delay the mod until the Arc Hammer is done for it. It's kind of how we explained it in the general policies in the anniversary stream. Also, while you're watching, if you haven't yet, it'll be too late for those watching on YouTube, but if you're watching on Twitch and you haven't voted in Mod of the Year and you'd like to support the mods in their quests for Mod of the Year competition glory, you can do that at moddatabase.com, moddb.com, on the top 100 page. Maybe someone can grab the link, but... We've had Ascendancy win Editor's Choice before, but other than that, that is our sole Mod of the Year victory. Okay, these Peltas are about to be a lot brighter. I think the Peltas came out. I'm not in any rush to redo the Peltas, which is the highest compliment I can pay something. That's probably a little bit bright for a thumbnail. That's fine. Is it just the Pelta that's left? Thank you. Rhino just put the link straight up. Yesterday, for a brief moment after the Holiday Con stream, Empire at War moved into 3rd place in total number of votes for the games, even though there's only 3 mods that qualified for the top 100 portion. So that was cool. It's behind, right now it's back behind Half-Life 2 Episode 2 again, but there's like 10 Half-Life 2 mods that qualified. So those votes are a bit more distributed.
B1 unit activated. Roger, roger.
Construction complete.
B1 unit activated.
Alright, I think that's enough Dwarf Spider Droids
Roger, roger.
to get us through. And Ubrikia will probably fall soon. So it's Ubrikia, Munismandal, Ringnelia, kind of within our grasp there. So we'll probably take Nimban and Kessel, and then we won't push too much farther right now.
Invasion commencing.
In the north, I mean. We'll take the clusters of planets around our southern areas, and maybe even get into Antimeridius.
Choose your reinforcements.
Better come up with a plan.
Get around there.
Forming squad. Don't get too close.
We've secured a
We
building.
don't have anything actually transporty. So we can go from this one up to the victory point.
I hate clones.
We've lost.
I should probably get some PACs. Some super packs.
Hey.
I wonder what the CIS's election finance laws look like. It can't be good. I don't know that they were really ever around long enough for it to come into play, but probably not great.
Forming squad. Roger, roger.
So you can go up there
Squad
alone.
assignment accepted. Hey. I'm on point. Yay.
Allowing zone.
We probably actually send all of them over there.
We've lost a building.
Clone.
Oh shit. Little lasers.
Yay.
Alright. This is where the fun begins. I might even just send Yansug north.
Selected.
Already.
Yeah, Hailfires, I think you might be able to hit that without dying.
Better come up with a plan.
And Yansu can destroy that without dying.
Forming
Get
squad.
you guys around. 'Cause they should be protected by the fancy little rock wall. The mountains, I think they're called in French. Mountain. Yeah, that's the planetary shield, which does need to die.
Hey.
We can't take the victory point for a victory until that's down.
Forming squad.
I think she can do it. Will she die first, though? I need to send some help that way. That's going to be a fun datapad video to get to. The addressing the whole, actually the CIS are the good guys, the Republic was corrupt thing. It's like, sure, the CIS is right, the Republic was corrupt. But the biggest sign of the Republic's corruption was how much power the CIS members had. So it's kind of a tough argument to make.
Patriot protocol engaged. Target area reached.
Don't get too close.
Like Newt Gunray just standing up in the Senate. It's a disgrace that I'm able to do this.
Bombing run available.
No use trying to leave.
We should all be ashamed.
B2 unit
At
deploying.
maximum unit capacity.
Yeah, I think I need to send you up there. you just too close? Or was the angle just wrong on that? Yeah.
We've
How you
secured
do it?
the build pad.
The revolution sponsored by Pepsi. Much like this stream,
All units.
according to the ads that we're running. Alright. So we just gotta destroy the planetary shield here. Pepsi's never gonna want to sponsor me, sadly. I mean, I don't want them to, but if anyone wants to throw money at me, I'll take it. Wow, you know what game I love to play? Raid Shadow Legends. This is a great game where you can insert game topic here. I don't know what it is. And I love doing that personally. There. That could get me like $1,000. I'd do it.
System control
Roger.
achieved.
I mean, I haven't done it. I've been offered it and I haven't done it. So I guess I can't say I'd do it.
Building started.
Okay, yeah. The plan is still looping around there, but we're not looping just yet. Going into Kessel, and then we're giving the north a break. Probably gonna do Christophsis. And I can't judge anyone for how much Pepsi or Coke they have under their bed. Like, I drink way too much Pepsi and Coke. That's the one thing that I'm, like,
Nice.
Choose your reinforcements.
addicted to,
Not over.
have an unhealthy relationship with.
At maximum unit capacity.
Yay.
That I'm a soft drink
Pretty
fiend.
impressive.
I've only ever done the one sponsored stream. Or sponsored video.
Already.
I've agreed to one more, but it didn't work out. Didn't go through. Which is why from now on I just go on Twitter and I need to start tweeting at Vite Ramen until they're like, hey, want you want money? And then I'll just say, yeah. You want ramen? And they'll say, we already have ramen. And I'll say, oh, I didn't think this through before I said it. But you understand the gist of it.
I hate clones. Hey, we got here.
Selected. Missile robot on the go.
Forming squad.
To be fair, Justin did send me a giant fucking box of white ramen. And it is pretty good.
Missile
I haven't tried his custom flavor yet, but
Pretty impressive.
that'll probably be the next one I try. Just so much ramen per package. Like, it's a normal serving size, but
Perhaps it is time to
I-
stop healing and start
it
calculating.
just feels like a lot. It's actually pretty low calorie for the amount it is. It's just, I don't know, it's just filling. Noodles are filling.
Building under construction.
That's a good thing. Not the Martha Stewart thing again. But, okay, so have they finished
Charging
all
to
of
full
this?
power.
Yes.
Complete.
Diana is now free. What's the pop cap on that fleet? That's already at 197. Dengar, if I send you in alone, can you spy for me?
Construction complete.
Because unfortunately we can't, we can't see otherwise.
quick fix.
I don't think he has any systems spying, but I'm just gonna hope. Aw, shit! That's not what you want. Well, that's not gonna kill anything on its own. There's a mandator.
Imminent.
We got this, though. We got the mandator. Like, I'd never tried any other kind of ramen
Republic
before
defenders.
before what X sent me, so I can't say it's necessarily better than other ramens, but it's still
Choose your reinforcements.
okay. We are going to attack from back here. No. Yes? Yes. Alright. Horus,
Check your flanks.
you're over there. That's gonna hurt.
Charge
Nope,
up.
keep going.
This does
Keep
not
going
come here.
forward. I don't know why I'm hearing the asteroid sound effect. I don't know if that was like counting is in place. No, it wasn't.
Redundancy procedures initiated.
Always flanked by the pair of invincibles. Oh, that's what was getting it. There was a third one. It wasn't just a pair. My senses did not deceive me.
Choose your reinforcements.
Roger, roger.
Probably does make sense to go for the mandator first, maybe? I don't know. Yes. Mandator first. Yes. Alright. Sponsored by Hondo,
Failure.
Lucid Voice,
Reinforcements en route.
TF,
Clear.
There's nothing we can't handle.
Sabaoth,
Engaging drive thrusters. Bearing
all the
70.
Sabaoth ones.
Focus your effort.
Ditto, Raptor, Captor, Benefactor, Black Eagle over all of their houses. Then we're gonna pop in our diamonds to protect.
Well aimed.
Avalon, Ace of Spades.
Mandy.
It's fine. Square Peg. Boy Who Cried Wolf. My Salt Shall Live On. Reactor Go Boom. And finally, we can put in Missile Challenge advertisement. Advertisement.
Maximum unit capacity.
Negative life form confirmed.
Final arming sequence engaged.
Power up for you.
Yeah, Fight's expensive, but they do have to pay X somehow.
Machines are superior. Was your aim reticle recently calibrated?
He's an expensive get.
This is the captain.
Form up.
How are you doing?
Have our fighters in a second. I'm just hoping we don't lose out on all of our ships and hangars before that happens. There we go. Alright, get those bombers out. Deployers. Or not hex deployers, they're the hex bombers. They are the deployed.
Countdown approaching 0.
You hear a hex deployer and you think that of me?
Got you on the com.
I am the one who deployed.
You are a killing machine. General protection fault. Oh no. The battle is in our control. I have my part.
I'm tempted to send the bombers out a different direction,
Eliminated.
but no.
Victory is inevitable. Victory is ours.
Okay, if you keep going that way, maybe the Invincibles will get pulled off to the other side. I need to stop saying pulled off.
Weapons on.
We must complete both
Captain here.
shutdown sequences.
Locked on target. Nominal status.
I need
It-
to
it-
ours to lose. Eliminate turret.
There's too many opportunities to misunderstand what I'm saying with that.
Davy.
I've been on the internet long enough to know how this shit works.
Target
This
turret
is the captain.
You don't get to my age without
destroyed.
Vectoring to the enemy.
giggling at unintentional comments a few times.
Unit eliminated.
Engaging the enemy vessel.
Power destroyed. Destroy
Okay,
turret.
shields are down.
Got you on the com.
Killed enemy unit.
Captain here.
Killed enemy unit.
Just camouflaged into the background.
A unit.
I can see much from this angle. No.
Mark destroyed.
I don't know why I pressed the wrong button. What am I doing? I'm struggling.
Unit eliminated.
Okay, we're back in track. Back on track. Are there any options for the CIS mandator equivalents? They've got the donuts, but they aren't the same. No, they don't have an SSD of the same here.
Weapons ready. Lasers locked in.
They have Lucrehawks and they have the Subjugator. That's their. Those are their biggest ships,
Designated Alpha and Beta.
which means they have generally better battlecruiser access than the
Reporting.
Republic. It's just the Republic has an SSD.
All fire on those ion
Kill
cannons.
enemy unit.
Reading you.
Enemy target.
Battle stations.
Light.
Solid state drive.
Uh-oh. Refusing programming.
Okay, bombers onto that one,
Preservation logic activated.
including the hexes, the hex bombers.
General protection fault.
Do the hex deployers have reasonable weapons at all? Assault conks, okay.
Enemy
Locked on
eliminated.
target.
I'm gonna get them to fire at the Invincible too.
Cargo ship here.
Update. Republic
And
bomber
at
attack has
Providence,
met
is
with
that Call Accord or
failure.
Lucid? Nope, that's sponsored by Hondo Naka.
Charge up. Die. Visual scan confirmation.
Supply ship
Well named.
reporting.
Shields online.
Pressing the attack.
Okay, we'll take out the fighter bays too, because otherwise we're gonna be still getting a few more waves of their fighters in.
Got you on the comm.
Is this actually gonna survive? It's possible, but the Invincibles are coming back around.
There's nothing we can't handle.
So maybe with that already damaged, you're gonna come around there. We did lose that one.
Destroyed.
Is that Blitz?
Reading you.
Negative life form confirmed.
Or Blitz? Would it be an option to make a custom one? If Clone Wars went on longer, I could see the CS coming up with something to counter increase large. No. That's not the kind of thing that we'd want to make a Bannon ship for. Like,
Shields back online.
between the Subjugator of the Malevolence and Devastation types, the Invincibles, or not Invincibles, the Lucrehawks, that's fine for them. Like, our goal isn't to make each faction have, like, mirror image options of what's available to the other factions.
Target
Uh,
lasers.
Those kinds of gaps in the roster are part of what creates the faction's playstyles. And, like, it's not like the Subjugator is really that far off anyways. Like, we generally don't think of balance as being you need one unit that does the same thing as the other unit on that faction. It's trying to make, like, a reasonable ecosystem that their roster all exists in.
Unit eliminated.
So especially for factions that have, like, so much to work with already, to the point that we have to
This is the capital.
spread out what's available a bit more to them.
Nominal
And
status.
it's
Separatists.
generally the CIS, the Republic, the
Reactors.
Empire, and the New Republic aren't factions that we're
Death.
looking to make stuff up for.
Targeting has ordered.
Awaiting order.
Yeah, like the Subjugator is
Inferior.
Our lasers have been destroyed.
pretty well suited to taking on larger ships
Critical damage.
with the super ion cannons.
Calibrated. Hold your ground. Productivity levels on turret.
Alright, that's most of the weapons off of this side.
Class pursuit destroyer on station.
Fire at
Orders.
laser cannon. Transmit destination.
So let's try to get all of you over here. Did we just lose one of the South destroyers? We did.
Power couplings failing. Disturbance located. Spotted. Mark destroyed. Must retreat.
As long as we have this guy, they're not going to be trying to retreat.
Communications are necessary for backup.
Awaiting instructions.
Okay, you stay on some of the weapons on this side of the Mandator.
Standing by.
Evacuating conflict. Extraction annoyed. Enemies found.
Alright. Now that we've broken through the shields on that and killed a lot of the hard points that are going to be a threat,
Your order.
I am going to try to get over to the other one before it gets in and starts doing the same thing.
Disengaging from battle. Current target acquiring retreat state.
I don't love how low some of our units are right now. I'd rather not have to deal with any more incoming damage.
Reading you. Battle stations. Locked on
What we
target.
got there? This Lupus, my salt shall live on.
Destroy those lasers.
Don't need to worry too much about the ion cannons right now. Okay, and that group of bombers should be able to handle that on their own entirely. But we can even bring in another worst case Ontario, cheap variant, salty core and fries, and regular Gozantes.
Frigate reporting.
Kind of surprised the Bulwark has lasted as long as it has here.
This is the captain.
No damage. Same thing with Lucid Voice, actually. You're perfectly fine. So let's put on full salvo. Because we're starting to get some of these mandator weapons
Waiting orders.
angling towards where they'd be able to do some damage again.
Nominal status.
How's that? That is dead. So they need to stop their bombers, or their fighters, from stopping our bombers. There's the scarabs. Get those B-wings.
Weapons armed. Initiating attack.
Try to get that bulwark up. The Black Eagle.
Captain here.
I don't even remember. Was that, I don't remember any other character names. I don't remember who was which house.
For your imminent
My Fire
failure
Emblem knowledge is
now
slipping.
a formality.
I'm a disgrace.
Semi-class pursuit destroyer on station. Engaging the enemy.
Edelgard.
Reading you.
I don't know why, but when I read Edelgard, I just feel like someone has misspelled Edgelord. Thank you, Interdiction Sphere. You have saved our lives. Because they probably would have tried to retreat.
This is the captain. Battle station.
And they're probably even gonna send some ground units in, which we'll be able to intercept too.
Nominal status.
Well aimed. Destroy turret. Destroy turret.
Assault frigate here.
Malfunction.
Alright, I need to be better at microing this. We'd probably have it dead by now if I was a better player. And there's only 5 hard points left on the ship, or 6. 5 now.
Initiating attack. Standing by. Target those lasers. Awaiting instructions.
Red, green, yellow. Stop. Stop. There. That's what? A Munificent we lost, and a Sabaoth Destroyer we lost, for sure. I feel like we've lost at least one other ship in there somewhere.
Negative life form confirmed.
Yeah, at least a few, because we've lost like 50 pop points.
Captain here.
And Mandator's dead. So now it's just this Invincible. They definitely lost way more. Like they've lost, what, 200 full pop cap almost? 198?
Proximity alert.
So I'll take 50 for that, especially when we were already ahead.
Target those lasers.
It also means Ubrikia is probably pretty lightly defended, because that's the next planet south of this. That's where this fleet almost certainly came from.
The Republic forces are in full
There it
retreat,
is.
all according to plan.
So, with the Mandator out of the way, with the Praetor out of the way, those are some pretty big wins for the night. We did lose Diamond Cruiser, Sabaoth Destroyer, a Sabaoth Frigate, Square Peg class landing ship, Temparis, and the cheap variant. Temparis distracted the fleet for us. I'll give them a commendation for that. But that, I think, is going to do it for today. So hope you have enjoyed the episode. Hope you've all enjoyed the stream as well. Thank you so much for watching, and hope to see you next time. Bye, everyone. Have a good night.